Oh man, you have no clue how angry I am. I am so angry. Okay, so where is it? Chapter 3. So last time I forgot about this. This picture showed up. A little Rem-Rems. Look at this Rem-Rem. That's a Remy. Wow, it actually. Wait, is it? No, it's actually this big. Yeah, like this shows up immediately after it goes. But I don't know how much longer I can hold on to living. Also, if his wings really stop that far down his body, that's not far enough. That's not far enough. Also, again, like his tie, because it looks very shiny. Like, to put it like this, if you've got very strong shadows and very strong highlights, something tends to look shiny and reflective. Because reflective surfaces tend not to have as much ambient lighting going on, maybe around the curves, because they're reflecting local lighting directly off a surface. But if you've got strong highlights, the lighting in general here is kind of weird. Because the shadows just kind of end, and then there's nothing of the same here. Like, this is hard. Let me show you one thing. This could have been easily fixed, though. But this is hard. A shadow on the head where there's the neck and there's a whole continuous flow to it. Hard. Very hard. Not something you can pull out of your ass on a moment's time. But I'm so upset. Oh, I want to kill someone. There's someone I want to kill. I hate him. Oh, my fucking god. You can watch the Doom video if you want more information. But I think it would be best if I focus on this for now. Quick thing. This is a rhetorical question, and 2, it's a statement. Like, I know it sounds like is it a question, though? Like, I always thought it was just a rhetorical question / a statement. It wasn't meant to be like, who knows? It's like, nobody knows. That's the point. It's only she knows, and that's the thing. Do you put question marks or... I read it's with an H. Oh, okay, so you put him in... Yeah. Oh, that's... Don't ever do that. Like, I understand what you're trying to do. Here's the reason you should never, ever freaking do this. Look at this. It causes the organizations, like, suddenly verb is here. If this changes the formatting of your text, don't do this! From a web designer, please, if you do something, don't have it interfere with the organization and formatting of your text. Like, if it causes words to wrap and change and warp and suddenly paragraphs are longer, don't do it, please. You're just breaking your own... Yeah. The interrobang! I like that one. I don't know what it's for. I know it exists. That's all I do. Ooh. Nah, it's not there. The way this is set up kind of implies and sort of pushes for the idea that the only time when you're with Anna is because you're a bad boy. You're such a bad boy. Yeah, but like the way it's set up and the way you're empathizing with Remy, it's kind of like following her is a terrible idea that you shouldn't follow up with. Oh my god, that's cute. Like, if the way you talk is like you're like, I would never see Anna. Even though you could be simultaneously dating her, which is the awkward part. Neutral. Neutral? Yeah, but it needs to have a gender, right? Ugh. So, again, it's kind of important. You never specify this. You never just say what you're talking about. He could just be, well, the ministry turned down her research, and this is what her research is. But for some reason, he immediately goes to, oh, she has cancer. Like, if someone asks me that question, I'll go to the last topic I mentioned, not to the condition thing. Also, never specify what kind of cancer she has. It is terrible though. Let me make that one thing clear. Like, I only have experienced the cancer once, and it was my grandfather, and I didn't care that much. But holy crap, that shit sticks with you. It's not fun. Like, he was a different man when I saw him on chemo. Oh, that's not a. Oh. Which honestly does mean that I have the respect necessary to handle this with delicate gloves. Some people might wonder what was going on up here. No, up here. I think I got rid of a question mark somewhere. Yeah, here. It's actually a bit different. He just says you never know how long you have with that disease. Because it's kind of weird that he's specifically mentioning Anna. Like, wouldn't he be going to the disease as someone who doesn't care about Anna? Like, he's being sympathetic, yes, but, you know, wouldn't a more general statement be more applicable to someone like him in his position as a public speaker? I don't know, I'm still in the furry water cooler. I'm not nothing with it. I don't care about the social engagements. Someone else said, just get go in the group. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. But I don't care. And then Remy goes back to shy. Oh, he's so bashful. He's so bashful. Tomorrow it ends. Tomorrow begins my internship, and I hate it already. On the plus side, I've got a somewhat light schedule. Although it's a light schedule in terms of travel, I still have to do shit every day. I try to keep up videos. I'll probably do light ones on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll do longer videos on Tuesday and Thursday, because I got the time for it. It turns out losing multiple hours a day to travel kind of cuts into your time more than you think it does. More than work does. Oh yeah. Oh, she's dead. Okay, so you have to have played... You have to have done Anna's... Wait, what? What is this particular thingamaboober? Oh no, I never converted those. Okay, so that's immediately you... You only have to start her date. You don't even have to play it. So you have to play Anna's date, and there's like the whole thing with Anna, which I guess is because that's when you walk in on it. I think that's when that happens. So that logically is like, okay, you need to know that he was there. But you can just quit out immediately. You can back out because it's a persistent save. Oh, think about the cancer. You heard it from Remy. I assume that comes up at some point, probably with Anna, when she's like, oh no, we're gonna have a split in the road. And if she's dead, yeah, I guess it would logically be, oh, you can still hear about her cancer. I like how the knowledge that she has cancer isn't relevant. Like, like that doesn't change the conversation where you're like, oh, I know about that. Like, the way this is presented makes her sound like much more of a villain. Like, we'll finally be able to sneak into her secret lab and learn about things. Like, imagine she's working in a government facility and is apparently acting like a supervillain. Like, it honestly feels like the story was going to be much different at this point. I don't think there's going to be much in her apartment. It's kind of implied that she doesn't work home, isn't home very often. I guess that's what the IC is over. Which kind of complicates matters, because it's impossible to do something like IC. Because I could just do that. It works somewhat. Oh, that's cool. It actually keeps track. That's smart. Yeah, she had cancer. She's dead. I don't know. I always find that kind of cool when that's done. I don't know why. Because it's one of those details that lets you establish something, you know? When it's like if you talk to someone in past tense, it's like, oh, past tense, well, they're dead. And you're like, oh, no! Yeah, putting it one thing into context though, one, this again still phrases her as a villain, as like a straight up villain comical style, or somewhat serious, I guess. It's also kind of like the thing about it is she doesn't need to die from cancer. She just gets killed, and it still feels kind of weird and dramatic. Like it feels partially like Anna's Date now because this is a lot of emphasis on it. As like this is when you get the big reveal. I think I can actually do something sly. No, it's not funny, but it is interesting. I like this. You learned that Anna has cancer, although it may be too late. It's not sassy, but it does kind of capture that feeling. Because a system would logically acknowledge, like, why doesn't this one mention it? Like, you learn about Anna's cancer, she's dead now, though. Like, come on, at least mention the fact that this is knowledge that isn't... Like, if you're on your first playthrough, it would be logical. Like, you could do sassy system. Like, sassy system is like, well, you already know about that one or something. I don't know. They can do something with it. It's the second day where you find out, isn't it? Yeah, I think. Which is weird, because that makes the second date super awkward. It's something you can just skip though. I like how he smiles. Let's talk about someone who had cancer and may or may not have been killed. Let's smile. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the thing that gets me, here's something that really gets me. The first picture you see when this game starts up, this one. So, the first picture you see when the game starts up is this. This is one of the first artworks you see, and it's not good. Like, Remy looks really, really chunky, and his face is kind of eh. The glasses don't work, like, that should be hidden behind something. It looks like diagonal on his face now. And his eyes are a little too human for the image. But, like, this is the first picture you see. This is the first big artwork, and it looks kind of eh. And then later you get this very interestingly stylized piece. And it's like, what? This one's got one thing going for it. I think this uses the 1/3 rules, because she is kind of aligned with them. That's good artsmanship. Tip! Never put things in the center of your picture. It makes them feel a little bit too centered. I guess that's why I like having things on the sides of my screen instead of having to fill out the screen. Anyway, that's a good tactic. Okay, let's skip to the end. I need to get out Remy3. I think I'm gonna stop though. Like, I'm grumpy. I'm angry. Like the cat with the banana. I'm a cat with a banana. You want to see this cat? I like cats. Little cats. I see a bunch of cats when I go out for a walk. It's nice. Little cats. Little kitty cats. Some of them are really chunky. And others are like chimeras. Like, they got like these really unusual fur patterns, and they stop abruptly. Oh! Don't forget to see that Empress Teresa reading from Down the Rabbit Hole. It's hilarious. Holy shit, that book, man. Like, the writing in this isn't stellar quality, but seeing that makes me realize the writing in here is pretty good. It's not bad. Because I'm not bored out of my ass and bombarded with Mary Sues. At least the characters are human, you know. Ironically. Next time in Video Games the Movie. I don't mind. I'm getting the feeling that once this gets playtested, like, there's gonna be times when the wrong option shows up and I'm gonna look like an ass. Next time, we're about halfway through, I guess, ish. Wow, there's still a lot to go. This date is really backloads itself, it seems, because the good ending is like just behind, and then you get through all this. Yeah. It's a good part, though. But again, like, this is what Lorem's dates could have been. Like, you naturally fall on the topic. Instead of, let's just talk about this. God dang video games. This is not been actually, I made a pause for something that I need to fix. Okay. Goodbye!